Hey again, Beardos. Welcome back to Greybeard Disc Golf. It's late evening here. Well, not quite late evening, but it's getting on to the evening. The light is turning kind of orange. It looks gorgeous. The wind is dying down a little bit, and the bats are about to come out. Well, not the real bats, but the Freetail bat is about to come out. So if you watched some of my recent videos, you saw that I got a care package from Zach and Wanda at Atlantic Disc Golf. In that package was this Mint Discs Freetail. This is Mint Discs' second driver, and I want to say, full disclosure, they sent me this disc for free to test out, so I want to make sure everybody's aware. This is the second driver from Mint Discs. Obviously the first one was the Alpha, it was a bit of a fairway driver, whereas this one is a proper distance driver. The flight numbers on the Freetail are 10, 5, -2, 1, which is the kind of numbers that I just salivate over. It should be absolutely perfect for someone like me, a slightly lower arm speed, but I'm still building up some strength, so something that's understable should be able to just float and give me some amazing distance. Let's get it. I'm excited. I just want to throw it. Let's just get some throws in. Oh, there's that turn. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. All right. You can't ask for any more out of a disc with those numbers. That was fabulous. Let's go get a scope on it and see how far we got. Well, that behaved pretty much exactly how I hoped it would. Might have had just a scooch of nose up on it, but it's still, I released it fairly flat with a possible, like just a whisper of anhyzer on it. And it carved that line absolutely perfectly, exactly the way you want that disc to do it on those flight numbers. And fairly straight. So if you've got a narrow fairway, if you've got a narrow gap to hit, this might be just perfect. And that one fade at the end is going to allow it to stop up and not fade too hard. It's not going to hook too hard to the left and get a big skip. Here we are. We're just coming up on it now. All right, so that worked out really, really well. With a little bit of a tailwind, we still got it to turn a bit. Let's get it back towards the bag. Hopefully you can hear there's a little bit of a headwind here, so I'm going to put it on a little bit of a hyzer and see if we can't get it to flip up to flat and work with that wind. Oh yeah, oh my goodness, very understable. All right, so the wind did pick up a little bit. There is that understability there. Obviously, I think this thing's got a 10 speed, kind of a small margin of error. Let's see if we can't try that again into the wind and get it to behave. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Okay, apparently the adjustment was made and that just ate it up. That was excellent. Again, it's not going 400 feet. I think 10 speed, it might be 9 speed, but still, what a beautiful shot shape. And it handled it just beautifully. All right, let's go down, pick it up. So it kind of begs the question then, what exactly is the purpose of this disc? Well, I think it would work really, really well as a fairway driver for a lot of players. It probably would be a great disc for a beginner that's maybe looking to get into a distance driver. They're moving up from maybe a sidewinder or a road runner and want to get into something a little bit faster. The feel in the hand is amazing. I don't know who manufactures Mint discs. I don't know if they do their own manufacturing or if someone else is manufacturing for them, one of the other brands. If you do know, put it in the comments and let me know, because it'd be interesting to kind of get a little bit more information. I love doing reviews of discs from some of these smaller manufacturers because the stories are just incredible. I have a bunch of those coming up from smaller manufacturers, so look forward to those on channel soon. Let's get a couple more throws on this and then we'll head down to the course. All right, so maybe against my better judgment, we're gonna do some forehands with this. Gonna put it on a fairly good hyzer here. Oh, and it's going to hold it. The wind is coming from the left, so it's going to work it that way. Let's give that another go. All right, let's give the forehand another go. I'm curious to try and get it onto a decent line. Obviously, it held that hyzer really, really well. A bit of a tailwind here, so I'm not surprised that it did. So let's try to get it out relatively flat. Oh, baby, look at that. Wow. All right, so with a little bit of a tailwind, that sure behaved perfectly. There was just enough tailwind there to stable it up enough to really follow that nice flat, even line, and then with a tiny bit of finish at the end. Just beautiful. Here we are, back at Echo Park Disc Golf course. This is hole 1, plays about 300 feet, uphill a little bit, and with this tailwind, this Freetail should be absolutely perfect. it nose up, so it's going to fall short, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, huge skip, huge finish off the end. So of course, just as I was waiting for the people to walk past, the wind completely shifted and now it's blowing 100% left to right. So that's why we got such a huge skip out of it at the end, and why we got that bit of a lift out of it. Oh, whoa, just about. Oh. Yeah, you know, as soon as I said the flight numbers on this disc, you knew I was going to end up here. This is hole 13. This is the hole that I love throwing long turnover shots on when I can get the line right. And I think the Mint Discs Freetail should be perfect for this. Let's get a couple throws on and see if we can't get it all the way down. No real wind here to speak of, so we should be able to get it to use the shape of the disc. Let the disc do the work. There we go. Get it! Oh my goodness. All right. Well, what more could you ask for? That's exactly the kind of flight you want out of the Mint Discs Freetail. Wow. So some final thoughts on the Mint Discs Freetail. My first thought is, Zach and Wanda, you guys are my heroes. Thanks again for putting that disc in my hands and giving me a chance to throw it. I appreciate everything you're doing for the channel. If you're a visitor and you're still here, head over to atlanticdiscgolf.com and browse their wares. Buy a couple of discs. Now, about the disc itself, well, I mean, that last shot pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Up in the field there was a little bit of wind. We could get it to handle the wind pretty good. I think that the sharpness of the edge, the leading edge of that, makes it a little bit more susceptible to wind shapes. Down here in the trees, there's no wind at all, and we got it to do pretty much exactly what I wanted it to do. Let me get you out of the sun there. So again, I think if you're a beginner moving into a little bit more distance and you want to move up to a distance driver, you don't want to go as far as maybe a Wraith or something like that, the Mint Discs Freetail might just be the perfect disc for you to get past that 300 foot mark and start working on distance well past 300. Thanks again. Practice your putting. It'll make you a better player. It'll take strokes off your game for sure. Just like that, you want to be able to get it in. Thanks. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on Graybeard Disc Golf.